Hi everybody, welcome to the Michener Homestead. I'm Elizabeth Michener, and today's going to be my first video, and I think today we're going to cover seedling growing. My husband and I have just very recently decided to start homesteading and doing a lot of the things in a natural way within our home. So I'm going to be doing some exciting things, like I'm going to be making chapsticks, growing our own food. Of course, we're going to, have chickens, and we're going to be doing a lot of things craft-wise, and bottling, things like that, canning, I should say, that we can do in our home. That not only saves a ton of money, but it's also a much healthier option. So bear with me. Some of it I'm learning a lot, and big shout out to those who I've learned from watching their videos as well. So I thought I'd turn around and share it with you. So if you are interested in, doing your own food growing or learning different cool things, then follow along, like and subscribe to the page, and I'll share it with you, and all my passes and all my fails, because I'm going to be learning right around with you. Okay, so to start today, going to do some seedlings. Now I've already started some seedlings here. We are in Georgia, and this particular winter has been really cold and wet, and that's just not good for seedlings. So I started these about a week ago, I guess, maybe not even. And as you can see, they're already starting to sprout up. These, we've got some, Roma, we got some beef tomatoes here. We've got some, red peppers coming, some cucumbers, some Roma tomatoes, some squash back here, and, some jalapenos. And today we're going to be planting, things like peas and, pepperoncinis, which we love. Of course, mint and basil, and, more pickling cucumbers, because I'm going to start canning a lot of this stuff and putting it into our cupboards to, make up for having to buy the canned stuff in the grocery stores that is honestly just loaded with salt and things that aren't good for you. And we're really trying to start focusing on healthier options for us and our family. So I hope you enjoy some of this content, and that you'll follow along. So my first thing that I'm going to do, like I said, is do some planting. So it's really cold and wet outside. So I went out and I got the starting soil that I had bought, and I put it in here. Now I've been letting them sit for a few minutes because the soil was really cold, and I don't want to take any chances with my starting seed. But it's been sitting for a bit, and as soon as that we have it, we're going to put it in the greenhouse, and I have it under a grow light because I had to bring my little greenhouse inside, because I just didn't trust it outside just yet. And with the weather that's going on, it's too cold. There's not been a whole lot of sunshine, and they're doing really fabulous in here. I did get this trusty, grow light that I've had for quite a while, and it's turning out to be a really great asset to this whole thing that I'm trying to do. You will see my husband on here, joining in on the videos on some of the things we do, because we're actually going to, like a chicken coop, we're going to build it. We're not going to buy one. We're going to actually go and get some coal wood from like Home Depot, just different things, because you don't want to put a lot of money into the coop. The chicks I'll get in a couple of weeks. They're not in just yet. I could mail order them, I guess, but I really want to kind of be selective when I go to Tractor Supply. So we're going to just get something for the brooding process, and build a small chicken coop. And that's it. We're also going to be doing some projects in the yard for gardening. We've building a berm. You know, we've got a lot of things going on at the house because we're in the process of building a mother-in-law suite downstairs. And so there's going to be a lot of construction and stuff like that. So if you see any clutter or messes, please excuse me. It's pretty chaotic around here right now. But let's get back to. So first of all, I'm going to take my little trusty dusty poker tool here. You can use your finger. You don't need one of these little tools. It just happened to be with these trays that I bought. And once they're in here, you're just going to just poke little holes in every single tray, you know, where the seed goes. Like this. Pretty easy operation. Now, you're supposed to mist a lot of these soils. You know, throughout the day or whatever to keep the humidity up. The thing is that I did buy a soil that stays a little moist, but also has the things in it that is necessary to do a starter garden. But they do sell starter kits with the peat moss and everything mixed into it at the stores that you can do. So it's really kind of your choice. But the biggest thing with seeding that I've learned so far is, you know, overwatering. You do not want to overwater them, especially when they're starting out, because they'll just drown. And they also need to be warm, and they need to be out of the elements and started indoors. Now, you can go to the store and buy the regular, you know, plants that are grown and stuff, and that's easy. And honestly, I do that sometimes. But this is just a much less expensive way to get far more plants. And, you know, I've had just a raised garden before. I've had different things. But this year, we're actually going to do, with the cattle panel and stuff, we're going to do a whole back section of our lot back there, and we're going to do a whole section that's dedicated to the garden and the chickens and things like that. I will also be getting into bees and beekeeping, and with the beeswax and all of this kind of a thing. I'm going to be doing, you know, chapsticks with beeswax and stuff like that, because the stuff that they sell, like in the other name brand products, aren't necessarily what they say they are, but they charge like $4 and $5 for these things. And you can culture your own honeybee stuff and make your own honey and beeswax. So that is the much better option for me. I really love doing this kind of stuff. I love providing food that I grow for my family. I also have some peach trees out there, apple tree, a pear tree, a plum tree, and I think we're going to add a little bit to the orchard as well. So, okay, I'm going to keep doing this, but I'm going to speed up the video when you see it, so you don't have to watch me punch a bunch of holes. Lord, I can't talk today. Okay. All right. This is a nifty little tool, so I don't gotta stick my finger down in that dirt. You know, something else that I learned from watching these, which I never knew before, is to put cinnamon and mix it in with your soil, which I will be doing, because cinnamon adds something to the soil that really helps the seedlings sprout, and it deters gnats from getting into your soil. And so it's a really great thing. I put some into this, which I don't know if you can see the little bit of red on it, but that's cinnamon. And it's really just beneficial and helps the plants grow. All right. Now I'm going to try to do one of these videos. It won't be every day at first, because I'm new and I don't have all of that to do. But every couple of days, or every time something that I'm doing that I think might be of interest to all of you, I'll try to film. If you have any suggestions or anything that you want me to attempt or to do regarding homesteading and making and canning stuff like that. Now, canning, honestly, I haven't done before, so we're going to learn that together. But I'm really excited to try that out. If I fail, don't laugh, because, you know, we all got to begin somewhere, but we're going to get this done. All right. Now, moving on to the next thing. Okay, so let's continue. All right, I'm going to start off, and I'm going to do some peas first. Now, if you look at the direction, it'll tell you how many peas to put in here by itself. So you just want to put in, like, I don't know, a couple of them itself. Not everything sprouts, but I'm going to put in like 2 in each little thing. Can y'all see this? Let's see. All right, we'll do this middle one here so you guys can see real good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take, they're just 2, see, they're just, whoops, 2 little seed things here, like so. Okay, and I'm just going to put them down in their little holes. You know, maybe I'll only do 1, because these are pretty big, huh? It says 2 inches apart. Okay, 1 inch depth. So, okay. So, here we go. Just do it like that. It's probably going to be a little quicker. Also, the video thing, if I shake the camera or anything at first, bear with me. I am trying to figure that out too. We have a GoPro, so I might use that to, you know, do some videoing as well. I'm just trying to figure out the best method to do it right. Now, that's all of the peas I'm going to do for now. So I'm just going to label, if I can find my labels, I'm just going to label where I left the peas and where the next thing starts, because I want to know what's growing, if I need a heat mat to put under some of them or anything like that. So far, everything's going really good in there, except my red peppers and my jalapeno peppers have not started popping yet. So I'm going to give them a few more days, and then I might have to see if there's maybe something additional I can help them with. But they also just might be slow things. Everything comes up at, you know, different time frames. So these are peas. Okay, I'm going to put that right here so I know what those are. Okay, then the next one I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to do some pickle bush cucumbers. You know, I picked all these seeds up. I just went to the local Home Depot and got the seeds. But you can actually order your seeds online, and we happen to have a feed store right up the road who sell, you know, seeds in large quantities, because we have, you know, of course, a lot of farmers and stuff around here, you know. So that's real helpful. I'm putting 2 little seeds in the holes for these pickling cucumbers because they're a little smaller. And like I said, not every seed is going to germinate. Yeah, I don't know how you guys think about this weather this year or if it's like this where you are, but it has just been a cold, wet, nasty winter. And I'm ready for it to end. Now, I'm not a big summer, well, I am a summer fan, but not for the heat. The heat, and I'm from Florida, and the heat just kills me now. But, hey, if I was next to the ocean, I think I would deal with it. And I will be eventually, one day. All right, let me put a couple more of these. See, I think I just made the classic mistake like I did just the last time. I can't remember where the peas stopped and the pickles began. Okay. A little more dirt there. All right. Then we're going to just do this row, I think, for the pickled cucumbers. My husband wants to can these and make like garlic, dill, and dill pickles and stuff. He loves his pickles. So that should be pretty fun. But there's all kinds of stuff you can can. Like you can can anything. But I'm looking forward to making, showing you guys as I make some butter and I follow the Deadman Homestead also. And she taught us how to do some chapstick. And I'm looking forward to do that. I won't be able to use the beeswax. Well, I could. I'd have to go buy it for now, though, because I don't have my own bees to do my beeswax just yet. But when the bees come around and we go get those, I'll be sure and show you guys as we attempt that project and attempt to learn that. So that should be pretty fun to watch. So, but I'm excited about that because I'm a big advocate for if the bees go, we all go. So big on that. Let's see. I think I stopped here. I think these are cucumbers. Pickle cucumbers. Wow, that looks like crap. I don't even think I can read that. Okay. I think that's about right there. Okay, so now let's go for some okra. I don't know about you guys, but I love some okra. And I just can't wait. Because in about 6 to 8 weeks, I think the idea is to wait for the plants to get about 12 inches high. And when they do that, then they're ready to go into the ground. But like the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the squash too, they get pretty big pretty quick. And so what I've done is I've bought little bigger containers here that if I need to transplant something in here temporarily to give it time to continue to grow, then we have this and we're ready to roll. So I'm doing okra now. What's wrong? All right. We're going to start the okra. We have 4 dogs now. They're all little dogs. My dachshunds, everybody knows. But we have 2 Shih Tzus, which I love them. They're the most amazing dog. But they're both puppies. So it's been interesting around here with a lot of puppies, if you know what I mean. So I'm constantly mopping and cleaning and teaching and yelling and all that fun stuff. What did I just do with my okra seeds? Anybody know? Let's see. Oh, here they are. All right, let's put some okra seeds in. Now, all these things require the sunlight. So 2 seeds every Okay, so these require 2 seeds. All right, obviously I'm not going to use all these. See, these are the okra seeds right here. So I'm just going to do 2 in for a couple of rows for okra. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay. Hey, if you guys have any suggestions on content or anything that you're interested in seeing, oh, I think I already said that. But again, if you are, then, by all means, send me some suggestions and I will look into it. Like if you want to see me try to, I'm going to make bread or, just different kinds of things that I just think would be healthier and definitely safer for our families. And that's why my husband and I decided to do this and start homesteading ourselves. We have the land now, and so we're trying to take full advantage of it. I mean, we got a barn out there and everything. That might be another project. We're considering turning the barn into my office. I work from home. And so that might be something else. I'll have to take you on a walkthrough of my mom's apartment. And I'll do that in a different video in case anybody's curious about that. Okay. Oops, dropped a couple extra seeds here. Let's not mix match. Oh, got one over there. I'll get that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to show you guys one more row of them that I'm going to put down. Then I'm going to finish these other 2 trays, but I'm not going to make you watch all that through. And then I'll get ready and we will put them in the greenhouse and we'll come back with a couple of updates and we'll just continue to update through this process. Because I think the next video that I'm going to do with you guys is probably making the chapstick or doing something fun like that. Even body soaps, different things that are better for your family. My husband is he's going to start beer crafting. So I'm going to see if I can get my husband to do a couple of videos on while he's doing his beer. I think that would be really interesting to see. So, all right, let me be back and I'll show you after I do these last couple trays. Okay. I think I'll do, I got sugar snap peas and I've got sweet peppers. So I'm going to do those. Cilantro, of course. Some mint. Oh, and I also have these. Now, asparagus are different. These are going to take about a year, maybe even 2. Because the thing with asparagus is you start to grow them and everything, but after the first harvest comes, you actually have to get rid of them the first time. Then the second year when they come up, they're supposed to continuously provide a delicious fruit at that time. So asparagus, while I'm going to start them this year, we will not, it'll be another year before we're actually eating them. So I'm going to keep them for now in pots. Maybe I'll get some a little bit bigger than this when I decide to start these because they're going to be in it for a while. I have some ceramic ones too, so I may do that, but I'm going to wait a little bit before I do the asparagus. But I love asparagus. So, hold on. Okay. Let's see. Yes, I'm doing this inside my house. As you can see, I've got newspaper and stuff laid out because it is just too wet and cold. I can't do that. So, I got some lima beans and pepperoncinis down. And now I'm going to start on the, oh, why not? Let's just go with the sweet peppers. Because my family around here loves some peppers. Not me, not all that much. But the sweet ones aren't bad. Okay. Some of these seeds are so tiny, it's like hard to grab them. Okay, so I'm going to put in here. I hope these come up. I'm going to plan actually, and I try to keep them to like 2 rows, but I think I'm going to actually add a couple more, or at least another roll of these, because we really do like peppers. And like I say, whatever, if we get an abundance of things, then we have neighbors. So we are good to go. Oh, happy Super Bowl Sunday. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to be watching it. I'm going to make some yummy Super Bowl foods and enjoy it. We're not really going to go anywhere or anything. You know, if my friends in Florida are watching any of this, I don't want you to brag to me about your weather. Yeah, I know. I know you will anyway. But that's okay. I'll have to introduce y'all to my newest puppies. We're going to be breeding the Shih Tzus. We fell in love with the breed. We were told we were going to, and we did. They're just, I mean, they're just such amazing dogs. Okay. Now, mind you, when you get ready to water these, as I learned the first time as well, some of these seeds, they're really small, and they'll float up to the top. So just kind of gently poke them back down in there. But then, like I said, I buy the pre-moist soil, so I'm not really watering as much as some people do. There is another starter kit where you definitely want to mist it more, but you don't want to drown your seeds, because if they won't grip onto anything. So let's do some cilantro now. Okay, I think this started, where's my marker? This started sweet peppers. Okay, now, yep, that's how it seeds. Okay, so I did 3 rows of the sweet peppers. So hopefully we'll get more than 1 bush out of that. Now these I'll have to separate eventually and put them in different things. Because these are just starters, little starter capsules. But the thing about having the greenhouse, and even with the weather the way it is, the greenhouse will allow me to continually rotate them. So when I put these in the ground, I'm going to come in and automatically start sowing some more seeds so that, I have a harvest going on throughout the year. I don't want to be a one and done. I might grow some through the winter in here. But it won't be, like corn and things like that. I don't have an outside greenhouse right now. We've discussed it. We're not sure about that just yet. We've got a barn back there. We've got big plans for our backyard. And it gets really wet back there. So it's, we got some work to do back there, I think, before we take that step. But, it's not out of the question, that's for sure. I love the greenhouse idea because I can do my own organic stuff. I can keep it, pesticide free. I can do all kinds of stuff with it that I need. So my husband just handed me these garlic cloves. So I'm actually going to attempt to grow these. Now, I've never done garlic, but Lord knows we use a lot of garlic around here. So I'm going to attempt this. And he keeps telling me pointy side up. Not sure what that means. I think I know what that means.
Do the small one.
Well, come over here. You could say nobody cares. You can only see the waist up anyway.
Just do the smaller ones. Yeah, you gotta push them all the way down. Those trays might be a little too small.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
We're gonna find out.
We're doing pointy. He says pointy side up. So
just do like 2 or 3.
I'm not sure which is the pointy side, but I'm gonna go with that.
Just do 2 or 3.
I'm gonna do all of them.
As far as they go. You're gonna have to transplant them soon.
Well, that's why I have the bigger ones.
At least get it started.
For transplanting. I told them about your beer.
Oh, Lord.
And that you'll show them when you start learning to craft beer. He hasn't done it before. My daughter gave him one of these little kits. Let me show you. Gave him one of these kits here for Christmas. And so he's excited to start, kind of learning how to craft brew. And we'll see how that goes. It might become a thing. So, all right. So I did some garlic. I'm probably going to take some onion, and if I had any carrots. Do we have any carrots? Because you can just cut the tops off the carrots and plant them. Okay, so that's garlic, so let me write that. Not sure how the garlic's going to go. It might need a bigger container, and I have not looked. So, let's do some garlic. All right. Now we're going to do some sugar snap peas. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Let's see. Maybe you can see a little bit better. Lost my place. These are snap peas. Love snap peas. They're very sweet. All right. Okay. Garlic, and these are snap peas. Okay, I've got one more tray to do over here. Move you guys this way. I might cut you guys. I'm like a lazy Susan, so when I gotta turn you, I can like turn you. Okay, so I've got one more pan to do, and then I'm gonna cover these and put them in there and let the germinating begin. And hopefully, in a couple of weeks or whatever, we'll start seeing a bunch of sprouts from these, and they'll start popping up as well. Okay, so we're going to do some basil and mint. Now, one thing about mint, I'm going to keep the mint in here with this for a little while. But mint is pretty invasive, and it can actually start messing with your other seedlings. So when this starts to get a little big, I'm going to take it out and put it in one of these little containers that I have so that it doesn't start invading on other seedlings and stuff like that. So I might do 2 videos today. I'm not sure because I'm new and I want to get some content created. So I might do a little tour of the in-law quarters downstairs. If anybody else is in the situation, you have an elderly parent or stuff like that, and you know, if you have the ability to in the room, you know, this is something to consider. So that's kind of where it's at. My mom was in Florida, and she just she had 2 husbands, and they both passed, and she's just at an age she just shouldn't be down there by herself anymore, and so she moved up and stuff. But we've also got 2 boys here. My son is here, and my husband's son is here, and so it gets a little crowded. So we're doing the apartment. It's a whole apartment. We actually permitted it and everything, so it's actually been built like into the house. It's actually part of the house. It used to be a garage, but we're going to do another garage kind of off to the side of the house eventually here, and just put it back. But this was an immediate need for her, and I think it's going to work out real well. I think she's going to be very happy and safe because, you know, I'm here. You know, I can help her clean or, you know, cook. And of course, there's no walk. You know, the biggest thing is like stairs and stuff like that for her. So, I don't know what I just did there, you guys. I really don't. But I guess we'll find out if I plant seeds, other seeds, in with the cilantro. I'm going to put some basil in. You know basil grows quick. Basil grows anywhere. But mint does like cold weather. And the thing about mint, is I didn't know it, is that I used to have them in planters, and I'd have them on my little table outside where I would sit, and my husband and I would have a drink, and no mosquitoes comes around. Like the mint, when it gets bigger, is a huge mosquito deterrent, which of course we love. But that's another thing I want to do. I want to, yeah, I've got a million ideas. So it's going to take me time to get them all, but you know, slowly but surely. But I want to put a bat house up. You know, because I'm going to have chickens back there and stuff, and you know, all of that. So I think I'm going to put a bat house up. God, these seeds, I don't know if you can even see them. They are so tiny. Look at these seeds. Those are basil seeds. They're so tiny. You know, I don't even know. I'm just dropping some in, like 3, 4, 5, whatever's falling out of my hand. I'm just kind of dropping them in here because I can't even see the seeds for the cilantro because they're dark, like they're the color of the soil. So I can't. I kind of lost my place a little bit. But I think I'm going to plant all this basil. We love some fresh basil on Italian food. And, you know, like if we make a veggie pizza, there's fresh basil on it is amazing. So, and fresh basil on any Italian dish. But, of course, I don't claim to know how to make authentic Italian anything. That's for my friend Allison. She does. So, okay. I've got a couple of extra little things here. So I think what I'm going to do, I have a lot of tomatoes planted right now. I think what I'm going to do, not the cilantro, the mint. Anyway, I think I'm going to plant some more squash and a couple of more peas. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I need to get, like, lettuce. I want to go get some romaine lettuce and some other lettuces. And I've got other containers here that I'm definitely going to plant. But I want to get more variety of seeds to do so. So, all right. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Thanks for watching. Okay. All my seeds are sowed for now. I've got a couple extra holes left in this pan, but that's okay because I've got more seeds that are going to be coming. So now this came with it, but you can also use, like, there's fruit and vegetable Miracle Grow, whatever. But this is, you know, a vegetable, Lord, I can't even talk, a fertilizer. So I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to really wet this down. Now this, I don't know if you can see, has two containers, and that down there holds the water and will kind of feed it up. So I'm going to wet the soil pretty good for this time, and then I'm just going to kind of leave it and watch it grow. So let me get this mixed up. Okay, so I have some water here. Now I wish I had like a spray bottle or something, because the last time I did it, I really did it a lot. So I'm gonna water all of these with this whole pitcher. I'm gonna be very careful not to overwater them as I do it. So I'm gonna just try to kind of do it really slowly if I can. I'm gonna kind of try to go down each row with the solution. Not sure that the garlic is in deep enough soil, so I may be transplanting that. I am not sure just yet. I think I forgot to cover up some seeds over here. Goodness. Okay. But like I said, this soil is pretty moist. And so I do not want to over moisten it. It does have a catch pan in it, Oh, see, one of my squash seeds floated up. But you know what? I'm going to go out there. I think I'm going to get a little more soil and top this soil off, because some areas are, I just think, too low, and I don't want that. I want the cups completely to the top. So I'm going to get a cup and go out there and get a little more soil to put in here, I think. Now, this is different. I didn't use the peat cups with this. It's not supposed to have to because it's got the draining thing. But, you know, we'll see. So, let me go get some more soil. I'll be right back. Okay. So, I've added some soil. Some extra soil. Just to kind of make sure my seeds are good and covered. Okay? And so now, we're going to open up our greenhouse. My dogs are outside. Come on, guys. We're going to open up the greenhouse and go ahead and get ready to put these in. Let me go ahead and wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back. Come on, Luna. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what you guys can see, or shaking this whole camera everywhere. This is hard to do one-handed, so bear with me. Okay. All right. See out there? See what a mess? We got crap shoved everywhere for this build. It's kind of ridiculous. Drives me nuts. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if with these big tags they'll cover. I don't think that I really need the cover because we have the greenhouse. But I do like the idea, yeah, I think I'm just going to do that, of keeping the extra moisture in it for now. Look, this thing has little venting holes. Okay, but I like the idea. I want it to, it's got to become like its own little incubator, kind of. And then when they get bigger, the plants get bigger, I'll take these off and they can begin to like really take off. And that's kind of what I did with these in here. Oh, I forgot the cinnamon. Oh, I need to get the cinnamon out and put them on. Let me get that real quick. All right, let's get the cinnamon. Yes, I mopped today. Aren't y'all glad to know? Okay. So let me get some cinnamon. I like to kind of mix the cinnamon up in it, you know? But this really helps them out. You should kind of mix this down in here, which I will do with my little trusty dusty tools I got over here. That's my poker. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, I dropped some seeds. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Anyway, I don't know where it went. But I got a little tiny tool like the green one that can mix stuff up. So oh, there it is. I'm going to kind of mix the cinnamon down into it like so. Because I don't want it doesn't do any good if it's just sitting there. So, all right. I just learned about the cinnamon trick too, and man, it says it everywhere. I didn't even know. See, I told you I'm learning. But got to start doing something. The cost of food, you know how much our groceries bill are. Now, granted, we have 5 people here right now, including 2 like 20-year-old boys. Okay, I'm telling you, our food bill is like $1,500 every 3 weeks or so. It's really ridiculous. My stepson's visiting his mom right now, so it's been significantly less the past couple of weeks, but he comes home next weekend. And, it's just getting to be ridiculous and too much. And we won't even discuss the price of eggs. So I don't know if that's going to continue or I don't know what that's all about. But, I'm just not going to worry about what they're doing. I'm going to do my own. And then that way I don't have to worry about, what's going in it. I don't have to worry about pesticides or any of that stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. And honestly, mine tastes better. I had peaches off of my peach tree last year. They were so sweet and amazing. I planted Georgia peaches and another type of peach. My pear, apple, and plum tree has not done it. But these are supposed to be like hybrid trees where they pollinate each other, but I think that's a bunch of crap. So I'm going to get some another pear tree and another apple tree this year, and so they can cross pollinate. Because I'm telling you, as soon as I put that other peach tree in the ground, man, I had so many peaches last year, and they were delicious. Now, the tree is still young, so my peaches weren't really too terribly big. But, oh, man, that didn't matter. Their flavor was amazing. I'm just probably showing you a bunch of crap right now on my messy table. All right, okay. Put this on here. Whoa, crap. I blew out my thing. Okay, I hope this is it. Okay. I'll know it when it grows up, that's for sure. Okay. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, you guys. All right. So, he's in my greenhouse right now. All right. Can you even see that? Okay. I guess, kind of, sort of. Okay. Put these in here. Now, I'll go ahead and close this up. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to adjust my grow light here so that all the shelves get some light. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. So I'm going to adjust these a little bit. I love these grow lights because I can move them. Let me move this one over a little bit. I might have to end up moving the grow light down some, but we'll see. Okay. Got this and that. Got one up here for those. Well, come on. You see this little girl? She got her diaper on and she was outside. Okay. All right. So, I think we got some grow light on some of them. I may have to turn this like this a little bit. Let me see. Gotta make sure they all get a little bit of light. So I might have to do like that so that they can all, you know, kind of get some light there. But anyway, that's today's little video. I hope you enjoyed it, and you'll check back to see how these are doing and how we do so many more projects. You know, we're going to do crafting. We're going to do a bunch of interesting stuff that you can do at home. And that I find fun, and I love providing for the family. And there's nothing better than picking it out of your own garden and putting it on your table. Okay, you guys, I'll see